Come on, Grimrock, you can do it. You can load, you can load. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another video. I'm going to be live streaming in like an hour or so. So we're going to play some Grimrock before that. Oh my goodness. So today we're going to be finishing with the crystal mine stuff. There may be a bit of a montage, depending on how talented I am feeling at talking about absolutely nothing while we do tons and tons of fighting. So a bit of a recap for you guys. We're in the crystal mines. We are collecting the final power gems of the game. In fact, we have just basically one more to collect at the moment in this dungeon, and that's going to be our goal for today. Shouldn't be too difficult. We did at the very end of the last episode claim this one here. So we're going for gem number 19 out of 20 now. We did quickly scrape over this pit a second ago, and we found a note that said, watch your step. Now, you can actually walk on an awful lot of this and you'll be okay. The fear would be, obviously, that you step the wrong place and you're going to fall down with all those monsters. But actually, over here, if you travel to the far side of where we originally came in, you do find a button, and the button just releases the enemies straight away. Oh my god, and I'm totally messing up the spell. Oh, wow, brilliant. On my test file, that went a lot better. Okay, that's fine, though, because that was a fizzle. And I like to just have a meteor storm or something to just slam this guy straight away. There's actually 2 fly eyes in the pit. The other one apparently isn't attacking us, which is great considering Patho, who is responsible for a hell of a lot of our damage, is completely paralyzed there, so that's fine. Where is it? Yeah, no, it's still down there. Decided it didn't want to fly up. You know, I'm kind of curious, because on my first time ever doing this, these guys totally flew up, immediately balls to the wall, just charged me, and so it made me think that I always had aggro on them. The second I came in the room, it's just the AI couldn't move them until I pressed the button. And then this time, well, last time they didn't come at all, and it was just kind of weird. Anyway, so we're going to drop down here. You will find a spider, who I wanted to backstab there, but managed to find us. So we're going to sort of slash our way through here. Someone did confirm something about light sources and stuff. Apparently, the light really doesn't matter. It's just you can stealth yourself, make sure you don't stand in front of something, and it won't really see you. The reason you want to do that is really just for the experience of the kills and a gold key, and we're going to get a lot of things to fight here. So I'm very happy that Tikra has the spirit mirror pendant on him, because they're going to be very useful. And here I will demonstrate again. If we press the button again and bring the force field back, if you walk in the very middle square, it all breaks away beneath your feet, and then that would have been what locked you in. So you just kind of want to avoid the middle, and I don't know, it's kind of a basic little puzzle, right? I could actually imagine that to be, or I guess room setup. I could imagine that to be like the very first puzzle or trick or trap you find in the entire game, you know? That'd be a pretty cool little setup. So we've done that. At the end of the last episode as well, I got into a little bit of a hurry because we just spent so long doing stuff like crafting this badass new weapon, the meteor hammer, and we sort of wandered through this little maze-like area. I did very briefly skip over a secret, and that was up in this chamber here, which looked like a dead end. I guess we just collected stuff, but there is a secret button here. This will open this wall, revealing us a crystal flower, a crystal shard of healing, and another face. This is the other face in here. Did I just put... Yeah, okay. This is the only other face in here. We click it, and it says, the master holds the key to all mysteries. So there's 2 things that this last dungeon has sort of told us. Number 1, that there's 20 gems. Number 2, that the master holds the key to all mysteries. And again, maybe we can't discern too much from this, but it certainly seems like maybe we want to meet the master. Don't forget, we have an invite to meet the master now as well. Now that we've found the 4 elements, at least, we have access to his castle, and he said to meet us on the roof. So yeah, that's very interesting. We're going to have something pretty fun here. We're just going to wander into the room, and oh my goodness, it's going to fill up with creepy crawlies, spiders, absolutely everywhere. They just come plummeting down from the roof. So do you know what I was talking about before? Where I said, oh, it would be kind of interesting if all of these little things that we broke, you know, these little spawners, for everyone that we broke before we got to this point, it would spawn another angry mummy spider or something that's pissed off that we've been killing its young or something. I think that would be pretty interesting, but I have no confirmation on that. I don't know whether that's exactly what's going on. And as you wander around in the room, you should just start seeing them fall down. The worst thing is that often you're going to get attacked from behind. The spiders just start appearing everywhere now. It's like they do something kind of cool. There is no like escape rope in this game, okay? Once you're down in the depths, here you go. See, this is bad. This is bad, really bad right now, because our backline is going to be exposed. What I really wanted to do was cast that spell there so we can get through him quickly. Okay, that's good. All right, and now we can back up a little bit. That's fine. So, yeah, there's no escape rope in this game. So we are at the very bottom of this cave, and suddenly it's filled with spiders everywhere. And they're just a little bit tedious to kill. This is what I've been going on about. You may just see me cut this whole room, basically, now, guys, because, I mean, what is there to say? There's just a million spiders. This is a lot like the desert, right? The bottom floor is just a big sort of open expanse. Of course, this one's in the darkness, in the depths, so we can't really see very much. In the abyss. as I spelled it incorrectly on the title of the previous episode. Oh, something else I wanted to mention. Somebody totally blew my mind in the comments the other day, okay? Or yesterday, I suppose. And that was about an old tip I had mentioned in Grimrock 1, like even at the start of Grimrock 1, that I totally forgot about throughout the entirety of this series. And that's the way you should position your weapons in this game. This tip is coming way too late. But the way you position your weapons, here we go, will help Loto Patho out a little bit here. I'm very disappointed that he managed to get poisoned somehow. It's the way you position your weapons. If you have them all on the inside, so for example the meteor hammer here would do better there, because on the inside you have closer access to all of the things you want to attack with. Now obviously a dual wielder, that changes a little bit, but yeah, like that's totally just such a standard tip, and I hadn't been adhering to it at all. Here we got another spider. Loto Patho really does incredible damage if you can get the double backstab hits off on these guys. I've had a lot of situations where a spider's taken ages to kill, and then I've had situations where I just walk up to it from behind and go boop boop, and it's dead just straight away because maybe one of the two backstabs crit, not even both of them. You know, oh my god, wow. Do you know what, guys? I think there you go. Look, even that was pretty quick. I think I won't crank up the audio on that one, and I'll leave that like normal so that we don't all have a heart attack before we're even 10 minutes into the video. Hey, how about that? So yeah, I'm just going to be wandering around here, clearing out spiders, guys. The main goal for this, I mean, we could skip them. We've already pulled that lever to get back up to the upper floor, but the main reason I'm doing it is because we do desperately want this experience. I am probably going to be doing some grinding off screen before we hit the end of the game, so that we can level some guys up and get like a couple of these last points, particularly for Tikrit. But check it out, he's so close to leveling here. I just want to bump him over the edge. Talking about the end of the game as well, I promise I will eventually cut. The end of the game, someone has been asking me for to show the stats screen. So if I were to press pause here, you do have statistics. I think I'm going to show that at the end. It just makes most sense to show at the end. There's a lot of stuff I want to do then. I kind of want to do like a special return to character create as well. And we'll be looking at the screen, we'll be hearing that music, we'll be seeing the seas in the background and all that. And you guys hopefully will have a totally different perspective for the end, for character creation and so forth, looking at that. And you know, I feel like I've done my job quite well if then people are like, oh my god, yeah, look at this totally different party comp that you could in theory go through the game with. I do like the idea of doing an all random run through of Grimrock, but there's like no achieves or anything, or like it's not like technically a mode, so you get no like Steam recognition for it, and I'm totally one of those people that would be like, yeah, I don't get any recognition, so I can't be bothered. Alright, anyway, wow, I guess we don't need to cut. What is wrong with me, guys? What on earth is wrong with me? We are just going to walk out then, past all these little spiders. I'm pretty sure that's everything. There is another secret on this floor, but we don't have access to it just yet, so we will be dropping back down again once again. So here we go. This is back to the dilemma I talked to you guys about before. What do we do? All of the doors are locked. You find this hidden pressure plate here. We've already fired across to it. What that's done is that has opened a door where my cursor currently is. And from there, you'll actually be able to make progress. Now, this door here on the left with respect to the staircase down where we originally came from, this is actually like the last door that will open. This is like our way out almost. And yes, all those lovely spiders in there will eventually confront us. But instead, let's come this way. On the right, if you remember, this was where we needed the mine key. And there was the secret for the crystal amulet, which ultimately didn't give us any progress. And over here is where we've just opened a door. So I just walked through one of these doorways. My phone is going like mad right now. Oh, no, wait. No, because we already had the rope, didn't we? There was something I was going to mention about that rope that I got annoyed while I was editing that I didn't mention. And now I've totally forgotten it again. Oh well, okay, so now we've gone through the door. Here we can reclaim our bolt. Now when we do this, you'll also notice that there's a throwing axe here. When we do this, it's going to close the door again that we just came through, but open this one further forward. And further, it will release an enemy. So we can precast, step back. You can even step back on now if you like, and just deal with these enemies that come out of this door in front of you, which I guess is pretty cool. We'll do another meteor storm there. Ow! Oh my goodness! How did we take so much damage there? There you go. Look, Tikrit leveled up. I feel like he should have leveled up downstairs. I think I probably missed like one enemy down there, and now I'm going to be super angry about. Well, I don't know whether we'll be super angry. Yeah, we're going to get 2 spiders released. I love the way that. And then if you let this door stay open, there is a squid, I believe. Or on my original file there was a squid, but I think we managed to kill him luckily this time because he like came flying at us before. But yeah, this floor does something really interesting here. See, look, there's nothing actually in here. It's just where the spiders were. And we walk along here. We can break one of these, or we can break 2 of these actually, I guess. And again, I would find it so funny if this is responsible for all the things spawning. Here we actually get rewarded for one though. We get this Falcon Skyer, which I'll do here. Ticket, of course, did level up. I'll put that point into firearms down there as well. We're gonna get another weapon for firearms pretty soon. Here we find a bear pelt, which I'm pretty sure we saw a long time ago in the game. This cloak made of bear skin has a musty smell. It's kind of interesting. It's got the resist cold thing on it. It's like, I've already discussed the elemental resistance before. I think a really interesting mechanic for Grimrock going forward would be like weather effect and stuff, a bit like Skyrim when you mod it to have like frostfall and stuff on. Like, that would be really cool. And so there's like this extra component to what you're wearing on your gear. I don't know, maybe that's a bit too realistic. And here we go, we get the mine key. By collecting the mine key, however, we have just in that little room we were just in, that's already released some enemies. We've just released more enemies. Look at this, see? One of them's a squid too, so we want to be very careful of that. We want to, yeah, see, we missed the dark bolt. Wow, that was a complicated spell. If that was actually a spell in Grimrock, I would be very shocked. Oh, we missed. That sucks. That's fine. We did get one backstab, though. He's going to fire another dark bolt, which we're going to dodge. Then we're going to kill him. Nice. Oh, no. Okay, all right, that wasn't so bad. We're not super injured or anything. And, oh, my God, hello. Hey, I think it's that one enemy that I missed, guys. Jesus Christ. I just wonder, maybe they just keep spawning? I don't know. They can creep up on you so easily in here as well. It's got such a creepy vibe. It's like the whole way through the game. It's like, yeah, spiders were a huge thing in the first game. No spiders in Grimrock 2. No spiders, no spiders, no spiders, no spiders. Millions and millions and millions of spiders. And that's like what they do. They just throw it at you there. Okay, so let's come back through. Just to show you guys. I mean, we have the... Oh, no. Damn it. This is closed now. That was not ideal. I did not mean to fall through. I mean, in theory, we could just plug that mine key into that door now and progress. But I want to show you that little chamber that those enemies were further released from. And the game just keeps doing that. It's like you pick up something really small or minuscule, and a bunch more enemies are appearing in your path. They're sort of doing this in a really interesting way. Usually, it's much more clearly telegraphed. As you should have seen throughout the series, right? Also, what I find really cool is they give you this throwing axe, so you can totally drop it on the pad in case you don't have like a throwing weapons guy and not feel bad about losing an item. Here we get a spider who we can totally kill. Nice. And we do get an item in here. This is got food, I believe, so I'm going to put it up here with Doc Jonker. Yeah, we get some fish, we get some bread, we get a lizard on a stick. We're going to feed the bread to Sanon. We're not going to feed the lizard on the stick to Opatho. What's his injury? Oh, he's got 2. No health or energy regen. That's worth a potion. I'll say it's worth a potion considering we have 37 blood drop caps. Jeez. Okay, so there we go. It's just kind of cool, you know, all these little hidden rooms, and then they like stack on top of one another. And there you go. So that's the mine key. There were no further secrets or anything for us to get up there. Now we're just going to progress along again. We're going to try and not fall into the abyss anywhere. Come along here, hug the left wall. That was the secret on the left there. And the mine key. And again, we could have sequence broke this a little bit by using the mine key that was downstairs, but whatever. So in here, we're going to come to a pretty cool little puzzle room. This is actually, do you remember last episode where I said that I'd made loads of progress on stuff, and then I died and felt terrible, and then just stopped to record yesterday? Well, hey, welcome to that place. What we've got here is a bolt that's constantly firing into this receptacle here, which is toggling these pressure pads. And you'll notice this first one is out of sync with the other two. So first things first, always climb down, see what's going on. This will actually take us back into the abyss, but a different sealed off area we weren't at before. And so this first little area isn't really worth exploring. There's nothing going on here, no secret buttons. And the teleporter that just takes you back up. So there's no reason to ever go down this pressure pad. Here though, we're going to stand over here, and when this comes in, this is going to flip back up, and we'll very quickly gonna click this and then move across and obstruct this again. Every time we obstruct it, obviously it's not going to toggle these. So by moving fast enough here, we can actually ensure that we can get across safely. If you're a little bit too late, this would probably fall out under your feet. And if you look carefully at the map here, we toggle down, all 3 of these initial trapdoors will all take us into that little chamber that I was just in with the teleport. So they're all useless to go in. Where I'm currently facing this wall, this is a secret we're eventually going to try and get. There's actually 2 secrets very close to one another here. So now we notice as well that this same bolt is actually affecting this long corridor here. And here I'm actually going to save, and I'm going to save it on the same file I did before, off screen, which is called SD. And what we're going to do is we're going to let one move past to toggle them all up, and you'll notice that we've got a door on the other side that's going to block us off, so we're probably going to fall down if we're not careful. We've also got a lever there which we're going to want to pull. So what I'm actually going to do is wait for this to fire, and then we're going to move across like this. We're going to move over here. Oh god, I messed it up, I messed it up, I messed it up, I messed it up. Left, right. Oh thank god. Okay, good. So, and now we get through. That's fine. You'll notice straight away as well, there's a secret button here So we're going to press that secret button, and could you see as that light bulb came across there? It wasn't entirely clear to me on my first playthrough, but that's actually opened back in the direction we already were. A secret with a Tome of Health. This Tome of Health will go straight onto Lotopatho, who's still struggling to keep up with Jonker. Basically, what we've got here is a very evasive and healthy guy, and a very just straight up tanky guy. Okay, so yeah. There's also another secret, though, of us actually coming down these trapdoors here. And what's going to happen when we fall down is you're going to see that we're stood on what looks like a platform where spikes could come up. And the way that the room works is after like a 2-second delay, if you're still stood on the same spot, spikes will come up and do damage to you. And I dropped down, didn't quite understand the way this worked, and died in about 3 or 4 seconds because I just got myself owned by these spikes. So when we fall down, we're going to want to keep moving. And I feel like I have to sort of explain this before we start. So there we go. We're going to keep moving. We find a lever. We're going to pull the lever. The lever's going to open up a door, which will let us go through the teleporter and get back out. So that's the way we get out safely, okay? Now we're going to go down again. Wow, that was really weird. Wow, whoa, that was really weird. Oh my god. How did we end up back up? Okay, we're going to get moving. This is the nightmare. We've just been crippled. Oh god. Okay, alright, that's fine. We're going to move around this way. And there you should have noticed what I'm fumbling about for, which is that secret there. Okay. Woo! Blimey, who was it that damaged their feet? Was it both of you? Was it 2 people? No, it was just the one. It was Lotopatho. God, Loto, you made that really scary there. So, I did pretty deftly evade all that stuff there. I'm pretty proud. By pressing that secret button, you actually open up this little chamber for this secret, which has the Archmage's loafers. See, these loafers form gophers. Protection +3, willpower +1, resist all +10. Considerable magical energy has flowed through these well-worn enchanted loafers. So we'll equip these here. Beautiful. And we find a crystal shard of healing, 2 boots. What more could you ask for? So that's a pretty cool secret. And now all we have to do is keep moving, keep our hot foot. Wait for this to pass. We don't even have to pull the lever this time, so we can get through pretty safely. And through we go. Here you're going to notice straight away there is something that's going to fire a bolt. So you want to be cautious. Over there you'll notice that there seems to be some kind of secret on a platform. Oh my goodness, guys. I don't think I collected that secret on my test file. Oh, that would throw a huge spanner in the works. Did I really not collect that? Ooh, that's kind of creepy. That's kind of scary. Because we must have to drop down to it. We must have to drop down to it. See, on one of my test files, I like marked it. I think it's here, and I called it secret. And then I get, yeah, no. Oh, I see how that works. Okay, that's cool. That should be fine then. I think that should be fine. Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. All right, so we got that secret there, which we'll mark off. Maybe I can do this on the fly, and it'll look like I totally know what I'm doing. And we can come into this room. If you watch a spider walk onto that pressure pad in front of us, you'll notice a whole bunch of projectiles come flying at him. Here we go. So there's this one over here. Come on, Mr. Spider. And we'll leave him on there. There you go. That's one, and then that's 2, and he gets poisoned by the other, and then he just totally gets owned. So this little thing can actually be used to destroy the spiders in the room. For kind of a curious thing, I guess that they must only spawn at a certain point, right? Because otherwise, they'd just be constantly walking around on that the entire time you're in the dungeon and kill themselves before long. But yeah, so you got this pressure pad here, which really you just want to ignore, because it fires like a poison bolt. It could do like ice spikes as well. That'd be pretty cool. It'd be like the trifecta. Here we find, most importantly in this room, the meteor helm. Oh yeah, this isn't a secret. This is just sort of laid out there. I didn't equip this on my test file because I knew we'd get a ding for this. This is the last thing. Check it out. So this dark metal helmet seems to be shaped from a single block of meteor stone. Protection +18. Of course, we get more because we're spec'd into heavy armor. There you go. And we'll put the shield on as well while we're at it. Oh yeah, hard as a rock. And look, we are now glowing. We get the set bonus, which is further resist to fire. Jesus, look at you go, Jonker. And look at that, resist fire 100%. He is immune to fire, just as Sanon also is. Sanon's also resistant to cold. But yeah, look at that glowing. How rewarding is that? That's so badass. The hammer doesn't actually count as a part of the set, I guess. But yeah, Jesus. That feels really good, guys. And I totally didn't do that on my previous file. I didn't even know they were going to light up there. So there we go. We get some more mudwork. Break these crates. And as if the good times weren't still rolling. Oh, look, more spiders. How the hell did that hurt me? Is something behind me? Oh, no. I thought for a second a spider might have spawned behind us and then done, that damage to us because it had trod on the pressure pad or somehow. I suppose it could have and then just walked out of view, but I really don't think that's the case. And we're also doing pretty good not getting poisoned as well. The poison could be really pretty heavy in here. But the way we've set everyone up with our resistant lizard man and the other guy just being completely immune anyway, it's pretty much totally fine. So, over here, we find a lever. This was the door I pointed out earlier on in the episode that just allows us to get back through. See, we're right next to the staircase here. That's back up to the other floor. And of course, the final power gem is up on that floor as well. So what is this giving us access to? Well, another weapon. This looks badass and kind of cool. I'm going to be a party pooper, though. So it's the lightning bow. Lightning runes are carved on the limbs of this bow. They glow brightly when the bowstring is pulled taut. However, compare this to the crookhorn bow. 8 to 24 plus dex is something we've had for an eternity. This is only 9 to 28. Like, the range is not even that big, different on it at all. Shock arrow is a cool idea, but then it would require Tikrit to go into air magic, and he's already going into firearms. And why is he going into firearms? Because we're going to have him on guns for the last sequences of the game. So we're not going to use the lightning bow. Sorry, guys. I mean, maybe we can for the rest of this episode, okay? Just so you get to see the fancy icon. But we won't be able to use the special ability on it or anything like that. So yeah, there you go. Alright, and we get some more arrows as well. Arrows I really don't care about. And last of all, as you can see here, a stairway up. Let's climb up. I swear, I keep seeing graphical glitches in this dungeon on the stairways and stuff. So, up here, you're going to find that we're locked in a little chamber, and on the other side of that little chamber is the power gem that we've been looking for. So we're going to pull this and worm our way around. Again, I think a bunch more spiders are about to spawn. Find some salted pork and a speed potion. I like the fact that it's finally a speed potion and not like anti-venom or something, which is what we've totally been getting the rest of the time. And here you go. Oh my goodness. Another power gem. Oh, guys, there you go. There's 3 or 4 for the final thing for the element of balance as far as we can see. And here we get a gold key. We put the gold key in the lock. We get a new firearm as well. And so this is one of the things Tikrit is going to be using after we demonstrate the cannon and stuff. This is the repeater, a crude but effective firearm, also known as the gunpowder hog for its ability to fire pellets in quick bursts. So this goes back to the regular ammo instead of cannonballs, and this is what we're just going to be spamming tons and tons of ammo with. It's going to be really awesome. We'll talk more about it once we've actually got the skill to use it, because we need 5 for the special ability. So yeah, and that was a well spent gold key in my opinion, especially considering we've collected a couple here. We pull this lever, creates a light bridge, which allows us to get back. So that's kind of the deal there, guys. This is pretty much everything in the dungeon done except that secret, which I now want. So the secret, that just doesn't work, does it? How the heck did we get that secret? I may have to end the video here. I was going to totally walk out of the dungeon now and be like, hey, there we go, we're done. But I guess we'll stay for one brief, tiny moment next at the start of next episode for us collecting that secret on that pillar. Because I don't seem to be able to get to it too comfortably in any other means. And we'll open the episode with that, then we'll cut, and we are going back to the castle, guys. We are done. Pretty much everything. It's time for us to meet the island master. Oh, and kill a couple of spiders probably off screen as well. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you tomorrow.